my divorce, if I learned anything from it, is that lawyers in America, fear them. Fear them. They will do anything for you guys to keep fighting because that's where they eat.
Hello, everyone. How are you? Hope you're doing well. I know it's been a while. I was a bit down and late. Then after then, I had a course I have to attend to, which took my time. I'm gradually back right now. Thank you for those who have checked up on me. And also, I want to thank my returning subscribers. Thank you. And if you're new here, you like what I'm about, please consider subscribing. And please don't forget to like and comment. Share if you can. Thank you. So today I want to talk about Korra Obidi. And I want to use that as a reference to what I need to, the point I want to bring out is about getting the excitement of getting married and the excitement of getting divorced, the excitement of wanting to change your name from Miss to Mrs. So and so. And when the things is not working anymore, you just want to drop that name. So, as you know, as a young lady or whatever age they had, that they finally got someone that they want to get married to, and they started dating themselves. They agreed to get married, and they start planning the wedding. Every lady want to look their best. They want to impress. They want to appraise. They want to blah blah blah. They just want their day to be their best day. That day to be one of their best day, and they're in a very good mood. And after then, the changing of names starts coming on, and they want to be addressed as Mrs. Blah blah blah. They tend to drop their father's name and change to their new partner, their partner's name, their new husband's name. So along the line, the marriage, if things were not working and they keep struggling, they must have exchanged some words that are not really palatable to hear for them to hear, and there are things that are being said to each other that they will start wondering, like, you actually said that to me. And after a while, after a few years, they decide that they want to go their separate ways. And in going their separate ways, a lot of them just want to drop that name. They don't want that name associated with them anymore. I am talking about the ladies this time around. They want to get their name dropped. And even some men will be reminding the lady that, oh, I just can't wait for this divorce to get through. So you can stop bearing my name, blah, blah, blah. All that. And that will infuriate the lady as well. And just start, like, the very minute they just said you are now separated, no longer, they can't wait to change their name to MS or Miss X, wherever one, and that they want the world to know that we are no longer together, we are finally divorced. Yeah, I know. So you can see how it is, the excitement to get married, the excitement to change the name to the man's name, and when it's not working anymore, they also the same excitement, eager, how they eager to want to drop the name, how eager they want to maybe adopt another new name or whatever, and all that. So we're not saying this to mock anyone. It's just for us to know that it's not easy being single, it's not easy being married either. There are things that comes with it. Even as a married woman, sometimes I feel like there should be a button or a time where I could switch from being married to being single, and whenever I feel okay again, I can just switch over again. Maybe under 2 days again, I just switch it. But it's not possible. So even to people that are now married, they have children and they've decided to go on to their separate ways, or maybe their husband is no more. Something just happened, but they have to be single. It's not like all of them, most of them don't want it that way. So I'm not generalizing here. Some it happens beyond their control, or when they were able to control it was just too late. Or some have even tried, it's not just working. She talks about the struggle to, to wanting to change her name. And when she gets to the airport, the trouble she faces at the airport, people will start asking questions because of the name thing. And yeah, it does happen when you even just change your name, or the people, you start answering one or two questions. The people there are actually doing their job, but at the end of the day, you feel so. Even if they know you that you're very popular, when I say popular, like you're a public figure and all that, they will still want to do their job. That is part of what she's talking about. Like, she's actually getting that freedom. Like, you know what, she's facing just one name. And bear in mind that in the near future, some people will still associate the other name, a marital name, with her, and she'll have to like, oh, I'm no more that, I don't bear that name anymore. If they accept that, maybe she's using her father's name for ever. I don't know. So that happens, that you tend to want to defend that name, that I'm no longer with that person, or you don't want to be associated with that person. But some people, they've lived with their partner or bear that name for years, and they've made name with it, so they can't drop it. They are entitled to keep that name. Also, so she talked about, when people want to now get this divorce, remember when they want to get married, they spend money, they do all those ups and downs, the stress and all that and they do the wedding. But when it's time to get married, some of them even spent more money than what they spent during the marriage, because they will have, especially when they have serious issue going on around them, between them, and the children are all there. Sometimes they don't really consider most of the children when they are having their back-to-back fight of what one was said, the other one said this, the other one meant this. It keeps coming in and out of it. So, and by the time they get the lawyer involved, it's good to get a lawyer involved. I'm not going to bring down the lawyers here. I'm not putting down their work. But some of this lawyer, of course, especially if you have them to pitch for you, then you pick the one you want. They would do well initially. After a while, depending on how influential you are, or how would I say, how your financial state, they will charge you and they'll start milking you. Some, depending on the how serious your case is, they will start charging you and start milking you. And even if I have heard of this, that even some, they will charge you for sending you an email. When they receive email and they are responding back, when they help you to draft any email, they keep giving you a fee. Is that how they do their things? I don't know. I was just wondering, would is it that some of them don't have a package that, oh, you choose your package, this is the package I want, you attend to all the emails, you do this, or anytime you have this mail, just give me my bills, I will respond. I don't know how it works, but I know that no matter how the package is, if you're financially stable, they wouldn't want you to just come and just go like that. They will still get from you. When the case is being extended as well, you will be the one, your bank account will be suffering. It will be the one that will have the effect. You will be emotionally drained, mentally drained as well, because you want to win. So when it get to that court thing, most people want to win. They want to win. They want to have the custody of the children if the children are still very young and all that, or if it's 50-50. So it becomes a battle. And during that battle, you wouldn't want a lawyer that will tell you, oh, I'm going to fight for you. And let's see, maybe if it works, you want someone that will give you assurance that, oh, on this case, they don't have a case. I'm going to fight this to the core. Then that gives them the brief, this thing, to want to go ahead with it. So in the process, the more they adjourn the case, or the how long the case stays, it goes on for maybe for a year, 2 years. And in the process, in those in that length of time, the number of times the lawyer had to write them, or had to respond, or have to write a professional message, an email, post them, do this. Some of them are charging you. From what Korra said, she said if not for her fan that are giving her some stars and all that, she would have actually really struggled. That it wasn't easy. That's why I said even the money they use in divorce is even more than when they wanted to get married with some of them. And she was advising people to try and do it alone. Some of them, when you see what the lawyer drafted for you, you will read it. You will think to yourself, I can try this thing, or I can do better. Oh, is this just more thing that they are charging me this fee for? That's their job. People that can do it, please do it. But there are some cases that you will need a lawyer, because you need a lawyer to tell you when to speak, when not to respond. Some lawyers will be next to you and they will beckon on you or tap you and tell you, do not respond to so thing, or tell you to try to tell you to bring your to calm you down from not showing your anger or being aggressive. You know, they can trying to tell you to put you in place in a way so that they don't use it against you, because it's their job. There are some questions that they will ask, and they will tell you, do not respond, or they will say, oh, I do not want my client to respond to this right now. They know when to put in one or two things there, so we give it to them. So there are some cases that you need the help of a lawyer, but when you know that it's going too long and it's going too far, maybe their fees are now strangling you. Learn to know when to draw a line, to give them, if you have to give them a week notice, a month notice, that you know what, I wouldn't be able to afford you anymore. I would want to step up. I want to pull off, or I won't be able to go ahead anymore. If you don't want to tell them you can't afford them, let them know you can't go on anymore, and start doing your things yourself if you can, or you find a cheaper lawyer. But bear in mind that the next lawyer you see, if you're influential, you're financially okay, they could tip themselves, and the other one will appear to be nice initially, and they will go back to the same routine. So we pray that the divorce things go on quickly, and they don't have to use you as their own um source of revenue all the time. Some people just, they take the advantage of the situation you are in, to keep bringing different means of getting money out of you. And every time they give you that option, now this is gonna, well, let's try this one, you're going to pay, your bank account is going to feel the effects. These are part of what she's talking about. And you know what, the children are not really being considered sometimes when this fight is going on, because it's, like I said, it's a battle. Two people want to, both will want to win. We want to have don't no one want to be defeated. Even when the other one knows that, oh, they might be defeated, they still want to fight. And some, they know they are going to be defeated, but they want you to spend that money. This is another thing. Some men or some ladies know that, oh, they do not have a case, but that money, they know you have it. They just want you to spend that money, just to make you feel bad, or just to hurt you, or just to get back at you. But please, let's remember the children. Let's remember what will happen even after the children have grown up. Also, it's good to remember when, before the issue started happening, when you guys fell in love, when things were going on, and you have that excitement of wanting to get married, planning your wedding, and the day that you wanted to actually be addressed or pronounced as the missus and all that. So they should use that to actually think of the children that they brought to the world, and not make the divorce case go to the extreme that they wouldn't want to hear their surname. Some, even hearing that name of the guy's name, it triggers them. Some, the moment they hear that name, their nerves come up. And sometimes I wonder, when it was getting to this stage, can you guys not try to give a space and kind of separate for a while, and you know work things out amicably, how you're going to relate and do things with the children, and make the children not feel the impact of you being not together again. There is not how they will not know you guys are not together, but you don't make it something that will affect them in school, they affect their education, and every other thing, their relationship with other people as well. So my point here is, the excitement to want to get married, and the excitement to want to drop the name that you got married to. Like in life, somebody want this thing for a while. After a while, that thing they don't want it anymore, and they will go to any length and sweat and all that to drop that thing that they were actually fighting for initially. But after a while, that thing becomes nonsense to them that they don't want it anymore. But in the process of doing that, a lot of things suffer. And they said when two people are fighting, the grass also be if it suffers most because they're actually having that fight in there. I will play a video for you to listen to. Please do enjoy. Don't forget to like and comment, please, and share if you can. I want to thank my returning subscribers as well. Thank you again, and thanks for those who have checked up on me. And my WhatsApp number is going to be on the screen as well. If you have anything that you want to send to me, thank you very much, and do take care. Enjoy the video. Bye.
As of today, I'm gonna go register to have my name reinstated to my last name. I've been having a lot of issues with traveling, and I have not been sharing it with you guys because I have two names. One is my marital name, and one is my maiden name. And so we are going to the DMV, which is a spot where you get your name changed on your driver's license. In this case, it happens to be the real ID, which is like a driver's license, but also an ID. It's an amazing new ID card here in the United States, and basically, it doubles as a driver's license and a real ID and an identification for you. So let's go change. Basically, when you get divorced, this is what I'll tell you for free from my divorce. Thank you, MDS Sosa. Nobody is winning in divorce except the lawyers. They're gonna pitch you guys against each other. They're gonna pitch you against each other. No one is winning. When I was tired, I had been milked from March till December. And in the beginning of this year, the start of the new year, I said to my lawyer, I said, I want to stop these lawyers. Like, I want to just, why can't I just be divorced? I'm not the first person in America to be divorced. How come I'm spending almost $100,000 to be divorced? And at the end of the day, I'm still having to pay this man who left me 10 days after pregnancy, $50,000. What am I paying you for? Do you know what this man did? He called the other lawyer. Two of them shook head together. Before you know it, they blocked my account. They blocked my account that I don't want to pay the money. I didn't have money to pay for laundry for my girls' clothes. I didn't have money to pay for food. They went and they blocked my account. So nobody is winning, except those lawyers. Be very careful. When you want to get divorced, go to the courthouse by yourself, get a divorce paper, and get divorced by yourself. Go. In the middle of my divorce, my lawyer went on vacation with my money. Yes, he went on vacation. I don't know where he went to, but he enjoyed himself very well. Next time you open your eye before you marry in America. You want to get divorced, do not go the lawyer route. I had no choice because in my situation, what had happened was so sad, and you guys witnessed everything and how my literal child was taken away from my breast and fed formula on somebody's couch. You guys witnessed everything. So I had no choice but to use a lawyer to, get my child back so that I don't run mad or crazy after someone has separated me from my child at 10 days. I can't remember how many days postpartum. So that's why I resorted to a lawyer. But if it's not a high, crazy divorce, please and please and please do not use any lawyer. They are just eating your money. They are just eating your money. Thank you, Bernadette Savage. Thank you for 5,000 stars. Not anybody. Nobody's winning. I'm not winning. Am I winning? Did I win anything? Nope. What did I win? Bills, 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 and more bills. The only people that are winning are who? The lawyers. The only people losing are your children. The money you can save for your children's college, you use it to be fighting. And now me get power pass. Now me get power. Power pass power. Black power, white power. Power versus power. Whoosh. White versus black. Whoosh. Let's see who is the better race. Whoosh. Hey, now be the win. Now be the win. Whoosh. All the people that are in your ear telling you, fight. You can do this. When the lawyer bills come, what do? They go to their tents. Oh, Israel. Everybody on your own. Everybody jackpot. Everybody fly comot to their all their tents. You where you they fight, bish. Hey, now me win, no, now we win. Hey, black versus white, bish. All the love out the window, out the door. The only people that win are the lawyers. They will do anything to keep you fighting. They will spend their last dime. They will use a psychological manipulation. They will gaslight you. They will make sure that you are still fighting till today. One of the biggest things I regret is not, as soon as I found out that Justin had taken my child, I came to the house. Where are my kids? Where are my kids? My kids are gone. I've taken the children, Korra. As soon as I found out, the first thing I should have done was go straight to the courthouse, file a restraining order by myself. I was inside my house, pressing my Instagram, going live, and checking Google for lawyer until I found the one that really showed me Pepe. Go do your thing by yourself in the courthouse. Get a restraining order. Get your children with you. As soon as I got a restraining order, the judge already saw how sick the situation is. Who takes a child from the mother at 10 days postpartum? This is some sick shit. This man is sick. It's as soon as that happened, I got my kids back. But I waited. I waited like a fool. I waited and was giving my money to a lawyer. Now, all I will say to you is, if you're in an abusive situation, go to the courthouse and do it yourself. Represent yourself. As long as you can open your mouth and defend yourself and speak English, the law is only there for the just and the victims. The law is always there for the victims. As long as you've done nobody wrong or nobody harm, the law will always protect you. Nobody is bigger than the law in America. Nobody is. All in all, I just want to say a huge thank you to my lovers and everyone that offered me a piece of advice, everyone that was there for me. I just want to say thank you. Lawyers work together. Opposing counsel, defense counsel, they work together. They work together to make the court system smooth. So if you're thinking this one is on my side, this one is on my side, nobody's on your side. The only thing they're on your side, they're together about is how much money they can milk out of you both. Next time, before you marry, you will use your sense. My divorce, if I learned anything from it, is that lawyers in America fear them. Fear them. They will do anything for you guys to keep fighting because that's where they eat.